If you were to scroll through the player and look at our video we did with the BMCO forum, you would see one of the things that was mentioned there that the market needs to get hold of is the audience measurements. Clearly this is going to help with some of the advertising models, and we've come to speak to Claude here at Expway. Is that how we say it?
Yeah.
And this is exactly one of the areas that you've addressed. So tell us, why it's important and what you're doing about it.
So yes, we've noticed recently that the price of the subscription of mobile TV is very important. The lower, the more subscriber you get, and it's key. So how can we make enough money so have to subscriber rate as low as possible, and advertisement of course pop up. And how to monetize advertisement is to know who is watching what, and what are the advertisements that are watched, and then so as to create a new revenue.
Okay, so at the moment, let's assume that I'm, in Italy, and I'm watching something on one of those DVB-H services, and I watch an ad. Who knows that I've watched it, or I didn't, or I ended the session? How would we know at the moment?
So we know today that it's only based on panels, and it's only based on real people being called, and there is no automatic system so as to do so very precisely. And we are providing this solution today so as to monitor that in mobile TV. It's really quite unique. There is no solution about this on the market, and it's very key to deploy it right now so as to generate revenue in a short term.
So how do you do that then? I mean, how do you know when somebody's watched something or not?
So basically, we put in the mobile device a small agent that is monitoring everything that the end user is doing in front of the mobile TV, such as what is he searching, what is he watching, at what time, and when does it zap, and everything. And this is monitoring all the information and bringing it back to the operator or the audience measurement agency.
Instantly, two things strike there. One is you need to get something on the handset. Always an issue. And the second, totally different, I might not want you to monitor everything that I'm watching on my TV.
Yeah. Okay, so first, the first question is we embed this in our software, and our software is indeed embedded in many phones today for DVB-H. We provide this stack, very small stack, easy to embed to a device manufacturer as well. It's very easy to integrate, honestly. And the second, of course, it's a deal that the operators or the audience measurement agency have to have with the end user. I mean, we will not monitor you if you don't want to. That's for sure. It's opt-in based.
Can you do it, in an aggregated fashion, anonymously, so you don't know it's me, you just know it's somebody? Is that one way of doing it? Or?
Yeah, we can do that as well. Today, the one who is really knowing the end user is either the operator or the agency. They know the end user, and it's their purpose to keep the confidentiality. It's not ours.
You mentioned at the top a mention of the subscriber rates. The lower you go, the more you get. What is that number you think where you start to need an advertising model, if you like?
Oh. Probably as soon as the beginning you need to have an advertising model. Yeah, there is no point. We know that for €5, about 50% of the people are okay to buy €5 per month. €10, it's only 20%, so it's too high. So around 5 and below €5, you will need an advertisement-based model or interactivity, and basically many different small revenue streams have to be generated additionally to the subscription.
Because €5 a month doesn't make enough money for everyone who's in this value chain. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so. You have to take care of the network, the DVB-H network, which is very expensive, but it's worse than to be able to also have a very precise model for paying, such as per event, per time, for specific content, so as to have a very fine granularity on how the end user is going to buy things. And then you will be able to generate enough revenue to monetize, to really deploy a DVB-H network properly. Yeah.
Let's ask another question about advertising. We've seen some things with people fast forwarding, pausing, those kind of things. What kind of ads are people going to want to watch? It's not going to be just a normal, okay, I'm watching TV, so there's an ad, I'll watch that. It's almost going to be something you're going to want to watch as an advert, isn't it?
Yeah, more and more, of course. You have to provide advertisements that are fun, that are very interesting to the end user, and you have to provide red button advertising as well. We know in the UK it's very well deployed, red button advertising. It's simple. The end user click and wants to see more of this specific advertising, and you have different new kind of advertising. You have flash promo advertisings, and all this has to be managed in very, let's say, friendly way for the end user, not to be too much intrusive.
Okay. So some of the metrics and measurement that you were talking about, are these things that advertisers are used to getting in other media, maybe online, where they can sort of get those direct metrics from the user base?
Advertisers today mostly are used to work with agencies that are intermediate company that put the official stamps, and we are working with these. These are people that are very important in the system. Okay, but of course the offer is also towards operators that then they can have information directly on the website and to gather all the logs and do their own proper analysis.
Okay. Will you use this tool as a way of getting more of your software onto handsets, or can operators just deal with you on the metrics side of this, and maybe not have lots of handsets out there with the Expway software?
No, honestly, the stack in the handset is completely independent. We can deploy it without deploying the rest of our offer, so there is no doubt about that. For us, it's a burden to deploy something on the handset because our revenue stream is on the server side. Okay, it's more a burden, but it's a necessary way to have a proper measurement that combines DVB-H, 3G, all the interactivity, all what the end user is interested in. To have this precise measurement, you need to have something in the handset, and it's a burden for us, but we have to go that way.
Okay, and just finally, not going to let you go with just because you are from France, and asking you when you think the French operators might get this going in DVB-H.
So this is a big question, but we think that it's one of the next market for DVB-H for sure. In the mid of 2009, there will be a service in France.
Okay, and will you be involved?
We hope so. We hope so.
Okay, thank you. Great.